spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He'll bring it back looking for help. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Rides the back on the option to give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a start for the defense, and I tell you what, this might start to affect how I call the game and what I think the offense can do, because if this rain keeps coming down and affecting the throwing, this allows me to be way more aggressive on defense. Nice start for this D.
He's going to take a shot. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other. It was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Hands it off. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
The run from the shotgun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Bring in the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Lewis.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. The quick out. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass, it's Morton. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught behind the line. It's Carter. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. A lot of touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Power football with the run. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hudson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Morton. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some 1st downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. They'll run the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Red Raiders just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The inside handoff. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I was so so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going right and going deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air, it's Morton. Throws for the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The gun wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Going up top. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throwing on the run. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Bears the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Hudson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. To the air, it's Morton. Makes the grab on the left.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target up.
Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Aguilar. Throws for the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover two drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Red Raiders have a lot of options on second and inches. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the run. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Lewis. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped it.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
Tennessee, 21.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Volunteers! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the performance? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, running back on the move. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
To the air, it's Morton. Looking to the big tight end. Big guy smells it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? He can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He leaves it with his back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperate desperately needs to get the football back. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Thielen on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Morton. That's caught. It's Hudson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football, you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On 3rd down, going up top. Here's an interception. Oh, do they need that turnover?
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Trailing late in the game, quarterbacks have to understand, I have to get rid of the football. I cannot take a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He wants a big play here late. Snags it down the right side. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
4th quarter, we're getting later in the game. You give up a big play, you don't get down on yourself. Nice job by this defense, staying positive. Then you get after the quarterback and get the big sack.
And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds his man, it's Thomas. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.